So like I said, this is about fractions, addition and subtraction. So if you have 2 over 5 plus 1 over 5, stay steady on the Jamboard. 2 over 5 plus 1 over 5, right?
Yes.
The upper one is called the numerator. Do you know that?
Yes.
The lower one is called what?
Numerator.
No, the lower one is called what?
Or dominator.
Denominator.
Or denominator.
Yes, the upper one is numerator. Okay, so you have 2 over 5 plus 1 over 5. What is common between the two fractions?
The denominator are the same numbers.
Good. Once the denominators are the same number, then you just write the denominator down and do whatever is now written to the numerators. I mean, use the operator for the numerators. In other words, if you have plus, you simply add up the numerators. If you have minus, you subtract the numerators. Like here you have plus, you are going to add up the numerators, isn't it?
Yes.
So the answer will be what? Add up the numerators. What do you have?
10. Oh, no. If you add up the numerator.
Yes, only the numerators are added or
3.
subtracted. You do not add the denominators. Only the numerators will be added or subtracted. Did you get that?
Yes.
We do not add the denominators. Once the denominators are the same, you write out that number. So the final answer will be what? What's the final answer?
3 over 5.
3 over 5 is the final answer. Is it, did I say 3 over 10?
No.
Did I add the denominators?
No.
Only the numerators are added or subtracted as the case may be. Like if this was a minus, I would have said 2 minus 1. Since it's a plus, I've done 2 plus 1. Stay steady on the Jamboard. Okay, so that's when the denominators are the same. So I can just call this one example. But what about if the denominators are not the same? Like this one you have here, 2 over 3 plus 1 over 4. Are the denominators the same?
No.
So what should we do? We need to make sure that the denominators are the same. We need to make sure they are what?
The same.
1 is what? 2 over 3. In fact, 1 is 3. One denominator is 3. The other denominator is 5. Is 4. One denominator is 3. The other denominator is 4. So we need to make sure they are the same. Do you know how to do that?
No. I was thinking maybe you can add 2 to 3 to make 5.
And what about 4? What will you now do to 4? If you make 3 5, it's still not the same as 4. So let me even listen to you.
Add 1, 3.
Okay, you add 1 to 4, right? What you're saying is okay, let me listen to you. What you're saying is we add 2 to 3 to make it 5, and we add 1 to 4 to make it 5, so that the denominators will be the same. Is that what you said?
Right.
Okay. Actually, I'm happy that you know that there's something we can do to make the denominators the same, but it is not by adding any number. It should actually be by multiplying. By multiplying. Every time it should be by multiplying, okay?
Okay.
So what can you multiply this number with, and also multiply this number with, and they will all be the same? Pastor said, what can you multiply 3 with? and also multiply 4 with, and they will give you the same value, the same answer. I mean, you give me a number that you can multiply 3 with, and then give me another number you can multiply 4 with, and the two answers will be the same. I'm listening. Are you thinking about it? What you multiply 3 with, so that I will get a value that I will also get if I multiply 4 with and maybe a different number.
Oh,
Are you thinking about
9.
it? Say that again.
9.
Which one are you multiplying with 9?
4 times 9 is 36.
What about 3? Yes, you said 4 times 9, 36. So what about 3?
Oh, it's 12.
Okay, so tell me, what will I multiply 3 with? I multiply 4 with, and then I will get the same answer. In other words, yes, that number you will multiply with 3, and you also find something else to multiply with 4, but the two answers must be the same. I can give you a clue on this one. Should I? Should I give you a clue?
Yes.
What about if you multiply this 3 with 4? 3 times 4 gives you what?
Oh, 12. No.
Yes, yes. So 3 times 4 is what?
12.
So what will you multiply this 4 with? To get the same answer.
If you want to multiply this 3.
I should multiply 4 with 3, is it not?
Yes.
All right. Just to verify, 3 times 4 gives what?
3 times 4 is 16.
Hello? 3 times 4?
Oh, 3 times 4 is 12.
3 times 4 is 12. What about 4 times 3?
12.
Okay, so we've succeeded in making all of them 12, 12, okay? So this number you multiply with the 3 down, you have to also multiply it with the 1 up. So this one will also be times 4. Did you get that?
Yes.
This one has to also be times 3. With the number I multiplied down, I multiply the same up. I use 3 for the 4, so I have to use 3 for the 1 up, which is the numerator for 1 over 4. I use 3 for the 4 I said, that's 4 times 3. I have to also write 1 times 3. Now I used 4 here by saying 3 times 4, so I have to also use 4 here, 2 times 4. All right, look, so write down the answers. What is 2 times 4?
2 times 4 is
8, isn't it?
yes, 8.
So what's 3 times 2 times 4?
2 times 4 is 8.
Be careful, 3 times 4 is what?
8.
I shouldn't be echoing. Make sure I'm not echoing. Okay, what did I say 3 times 4 is? We've said that before.
3 times 4. Did you say 3
Yes.
times 4?
Yeah, the denominator now. So go ahead, 3 times 4?
12.
12, okay. Plus, yeah, this one is 1 times 3. That gives you 3, isn't it?
Yes.
So what do I write for the denominator?
The denominator. Wait. Are you on the denominator now?
Yes, I'm on the denominator now. Make sure you're looking at what I'm doing.
Okay, so 12.
I write 12, right? That's 4 times 3, 12. Do they have the same denominator now?
Yes.
So what do I do? Now they have the same denominator, I can now go on with my working. So what do I do now? They have the same denominator, 12, 12. What should I write here?
If you have the same denominator, it's 12.
I write that denominator 12. So I can now just add the numerators or subtract the numerators.
Yes.
So let's add it because this one is addition. 8 plus 3 gives what?
3 plus.
Make sure you're concentrating. 8 plus 3 gives 11, okay?
Okay.
So the answer is what? Read out the answer.
3 plus is 11 over 12.
11 over 12. Okay, I need us to do this number 3. Let me zoom it in properly. Let me zoom it out, zoom it in very well. It's number 3. If you're getting what I just did here. Now this is 2, let me write it out. 2 over 5. 2 over 5 minus 1 over 4. Did you see what I wrote?
Yeah.
What should I do first? Tell me. Do they have the same denominator?
No.
Okay, so what should I do?
You have to see number that you can multiply 3 with and
Multiply what with?
5 with.
Multiply 5 with.
5 with
And
4.
also look for another number to multiply 4 with. And then I'll get the same answer. So I multiplied 5 with a number and get an answer. I multiply 4 with another number and get another answer, which must be the same. Alright, so what is that number I should multiply 5 with?
20.
Are you sure? 5 times 20 or a number I should multiply 5 with to get 20. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
So 5 times what?
5 times 4 will give you 20.
So 5 times
and 4
4.
times 5 will give you 20.
And 4 times what?
And 4 times 5 will give you 20.
So this one I have to multiply by 5. Okay, I've done that. So what should I do to the numerators?
Do the
Go ahead. What should I do to the numerators?
you should multiply them.
Okay, so what should I multiply 2 with? 2 times what?
2 times.
Whatever I multiply the denominator with is what I will multiply the numerator with now, isn't it? What I multiply the denominator with is the same thing I will multiply the numerator with. So that should be 2 times what?
2 times.
I multiply the denominator with 4.
Yes.
I said,
Or 2 times 4.
okay, how about this one? This numerator, what should I multiply it with?
2 is 1 times 5.
1 times 5. Okay, let's write the answers. 2 times 4 gives what?
2 times 4 is 8.
So 8 over 20, isn't it?
Yes.
8 over 20. Where can I write this so to come out better? 8 over 20 minus, what will this one give? Minus what?
No, 5 over 20.
Minus 5 over 20. Because 2 times 4 is 8. 5 times 4 is 20, so 8 over 20. 1 times 5 is 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So you now have 8 over 20 minus 5 over 20. So what do we do at this point now?
Huh?
What do we do at this point to finish it up?
You multiply them.
I do what?
Since I've wait. I think you're supposed to multiply them now.
Multiply them?
No, subtract.
Subtract. But what should I write as the denominator?
0. Because 20 minus 20 is
Eh?
not.
Did you say 20 minus 20? You know, once
Yes.
they have the same denominator, what did I do? Like this first one that had the same denominator, what did I do?
Oh, it's 20.
Okay, so you can see it. Once you have the same denominator, you write it out. Okay, so tell me again, what should I write for the denominator?
20.
20, okay. So what should I do to the numerators now?
For the numerator. Where's the numerators again? Because I'm...
You can see them now, 8 and 5.
Oh. 8 minus 5 is 3.
3, so the final answer is what?
3 over 20.
All right, let's look at this one. Let me write it out. 2 over 3. Let me write it out very well. 2 over 3 minus 1 over 6. Do they have the same denominator? I'm asking you, do they have the same denominator?
Yes.
What are the denominators?
The denominators are 20.
No,
Wait, no.
I've written a new one. I'm looking at a new question. 2 over 3 minus 1 over 6. What are the denominators?
2 over 3.
Yes, 2 over 3 minus 1 over 6. What are their denominators?
2 over 3 minus 1 over 3 is...
Listen. Identify the denominators. I need you to concentrate. Tell me what the denominators are. Again?
The denominators are 3.
3 and 6, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what should I do to the denominators so that they will become the same value? Because we need to
You
make
have
sure.
to multiply 3 with 6 and 6 with 3, and you have to get the same answer.
Well, you can do that. You can multiply 3 with 6 and multiply 6 with 3. But I think it is going to give you a higher value than what you would have gotten if you just did a simpler multiplication. A simpler one for 3 and 6. What can you multiply 3 with? And then when you multiply 6 with a different number, you will get the same answer. Think about it.
18.
It's not just 18. By the way, we call that least common multiple. What's the LCM of 3 and 6? Do you know that if you multiply 3 by 2 and you multiply 6 by 1, you will get the same answer? Did you notice what I just mentioned now? I said you should multiply 3 by what? Make sure you're close enough to speak into your mic.
3 plus 6, I think.
I should multiply 3 by what?
6.
But I said the 6 is too big. There's a smaller number you can use. And I just said it. You were not listening. Are you ready now? Are you ready now?
Yes.
So I should multiply 3 with what? And then multiply 6 with what? So that both of them will give me the same answer. I told you that if you multiply 3 with 2,
Oh, we'll give you 6.
and then you will have to multiply 6 with what? So that to give you the same answer now. You need to, you multiply 6 with what?
1.
With 1. Good. 3 by 2 will give you 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. Okay, so by the way, what you were trying to say, you can also use that, but it's just that you may need to eventually have to reduce it to the lowest term. What you were saying is multiply 3 by 6, is it not?
Yes.
And then multiply 6 by 3. You can also do that. multiply 3 by 6 to get this one, and then multiply 6 by 3 to get this one. So let's go ahead with that. We've done that. What do we do to continue with the work? The numerator, what should we do to the numerators? Let's go. Yes, what should we do to the numerators?
Numerators. You have to multiply them.
Good. Yes, let's multiply them. Let's multiply them.
2 times 1 is 2.
Why did this say 2 times 1?
Is that 3 or 2?
Are you trying to say 2 times 1? Remember, whatever you do to the denominator, you have to do the same to the numerator.
Oh.
So it should be 2 times what? 2 times 2. I mean, the number we used for the denominator is what we're going to use for its own numerator. Remember, that's all we did here. Whatever we use for the denominator is what we're going to use for its own numerator. Do you remember now?
Yes.
We multiplied 3 by 2, so we also multiplied 2 by 2. All right, let's go. I multiplied 6 by 1, so I should multiply 1 by what? 1 by 1, good.
6.
So, yeah, so let's write out the answers. 2 times 2 is what? We have 4 over 6, is it not? The minus,
Yes.
the other one will be 1 over 6. Are you getting it?
Yes.
I mean this whole thing, which is 2 times 2 over 3 times 2, which is 4 over 6. This whole one is 1 times 1 over 6 times 1, which is 1 over 6. So final answer is what?
Final answer is 4. Wait, are you doing minus or?
As you can see,
Multiplication.
First of all, you need to tell me what I should write for the denominator.
The denominator is 6.
The denominator will be 6 because we have them reduced to the or raised to the same denominator. So the denominator is 6. So what should I do to the numerator?
To the numerator, you have to subtract them.
Go ahead.
4 minus 1, 3.
3. Do you know you can reduce this to its lowest term? 3 over 6. Do you know you can still reduce it to its lowest term or lowest term? Look for something that can divide 3 and also divide 6. In fact, whenever you get a fraction, you can reduce that fraction to its lowest term if something can divide the numerator and also divide the numerator. Something can divide the numerator and also divide the denominator. What can divide 3 and divide 6? Think about it.
3 times 2.
I'm talking about division.
Division.
3 can divide 3, and what you'll be left with is 1. And then 6 can also divide 3, and what you have is 2. Did you see what I wrote? What did I write as the final answer?
Wrote 1 over 2.
How did I come about the 1 over 2? Look for a number that can divide this 3 and also divide 6. And that number is 3. Because 3 divided by 3 will give you 1. And 6 divided by 3 will give you 2. So you now have the final answer. Are you sure you got that? Did you get it? All right. I need you to do this one. I'm not going to assist you. So you're going to do this one all by yourself. 1 over 4 plus, let me call this 3 over 8. 1 over 4 plus 3 over 8. Let's go. Are you ready? Let's go. What should we do first?
1/4 plus. You have to make sure that the denominators are the same.
Exactly. We have to make sure that the denominators are the same. So what should we do to, what should we multiply with 4 and get an answer? And then we also multiply 8 with a number and get the same answer. What can you multiply 4 with? And then, in fact, the question you should ask yourself is, if 8 can divide, or if 4 can divide 8, if 4 can divide 8, think of what you can multiply 4 with to get 8. What can you multiply 4 with and then you get 8?
4 with 2.
Yes, 4 with 2. So I can just multiply with 2.
Yes.
So I can just say 4 times 2. So what will I multiply 8 with?
So look for it. So you're supposed to look for a number that you can multiply with 8 and also give you 8.
Exactly. So what number will you multiply with 8 and it will give you 8, because 4 times 2 we got 8. So this 8 times whatever must also give us 8. So what's that number? 8 times what will give you 8?
1.
Yes, it has to be 8 times 1. All right, so what should you do to the numerators now so that we can round off? Quickly.
You. No, oh, so the numerators, you have to multiply. Find the number that
There's
you
nothing to
can.
find. Make sure you are concentrating. I told you whatever you did to the denominator, you do the same to the denominator. Or rather, whatever you did to the numerator, you do the same to the numerator. You're not finding
So you
anything
have
again. So go on.
to multiply them with 2.
Multiply which one with 2?
The numerators
Which is
with 2.
which numerator? There are 2 numerators. Which numerator are you multiplying with 2?
1 and
1 times
can't see
2.
here.
What about this one? This 3. What do you do to this 3?
1 3 times 1.
3 times 1, because we used 1 for the denominator. So the 3 has to be multiplied
So
by
1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 1 is 3.
So we have 2 over 8, because 1 times 2 is 2, 4 times 2 is 8, isn't it?
Yes.
Then plus 3 times 1 is 3.
2 times 3.
So 3 times 1 is 3. 8 times 1 is 8. Is it not?
Yeah.
So what is the final answer now?
Yeah.
For the denominator, I've written 8.
5.
8, that's 8. The same number. Then 2 and 2 plus 3 is 5, which is the final answer, okay? So the
Okay.
answer is 5 over 8.
Okay.
All right. You will have to practice more, like all these ones. Yeah. All these answers are you wrote earlier. You need to repeat the workings because it's not correct. So you need to repeat the workings. I'm cleaning up all those ones you wrote earlier so that you can repeat the workings. No, this division, you can leave this division for now. We'll look at that division later. Just do this one that has to do with addition and subtraction. So maybe what I will do is let me make this one okay.